You can't say, you can't say.
Live and die in Brooklyn. In this lab, I cook goons a full course meal. My gut made it still. 14-5, we never made a deal. I'm sick, I use your bitch for a shell. Days of a lives, I'm trying to make a meal. I got a family, a scammer on chill. Yo, you staying in the sky, your mind all them pills. You only live once, Mag Forrest Gump. I paid $2 for a solo pump. My gun butt thick, I leave men with lumps. A real Mr. Drummer, you don't see what's coming. Fiend and Sheila Easton, they never seen us dumbing. 2 bars, I'll turn a nigga to a mummy.
You can't say, you can't say, you can't say your life, but I ain't buying. I'm just riding, but it's not with you.
If the shoe fits where it ain't cushion this shit, why? Cause I'm that bitch, and if I ride with you, really vibe with you, can confide in you. And that nigga factor, bounce line with you. My girl's been girl since day one. Lace boots, camouflage on some war runs. Run with you, my circle is small. I ain't fuck with people that fuck with y'all. Hell no, my vibe's too smooth. Everything I do, breaking all the rules. Hey, my vibe's so smooth. Everyone's a target, duck, duck, goose. My rockets turn loose. And they aiming at you. Now what you gonna do? Bitch, move.
You can't say, I ain't waiting no more. I ain't waiting no more. You can't say your life, but I ain't buying. I'm just riding, but it's not with you.
Yeah, brainstorm just a little more before you dial my number, before you knock on my door. I make this all look easy, y'all make it like it's a chore. Catch them all off guard, they ain't ready to catch my spit. I'm hungry for more and none can handle it. Swear to the goddess, when I put it in hard, I put it in the hardest. If I rock with you, I make you the proudest. I'll be honest, I've been honest till I'm flowing with the greatest. I'm your empress, not your mistress. They whisper soft till I drop them like a landslide. Puerto Rican thunder got the whole block tongue-tied. I ain't beefing for clout, I'm above your little games. But don't step in my lane if you ain't built for the flames. My team can't help but be ahead of all of y'all. I'ma let your haters know where you stand, and it's not on my pedestal.
I ain't waiting no more. I ain't waiting no more. You can't say your life, but I ain't buying. I'm just riding, but it's not with you. You can't say your life, but I ain't buying. I'm just riding, but it's not with you.
Yo, son, these niggas is wildin'.
Gotta have a real talk. Facts. So I'ma talk to you. We gotta talk. They call me Magnus with the mind of a pan. We gotta talk, son. We gotta have a real talk. Facts. So I'ma talk to you. We gotta talk. They call me Magnus with the mind of a panhandler. I come to everybody with a hand out with a hammer in it. A black apple, yeah, I think my dad done did it. I know some of y'all smirking, but you really think I'm kidding. I've been predisposed, this in my DNA forbidden. DNA away with the mittens. I played with the DA and I played with the feelings. So I got railroaded cheese sandwiches in the hellhole. But now these dudes are scared to death, they're praying to get home. But the violence is rising, these seals will take your soul. Some 6'9", they got an arm to crack your spine. Some say they'll pop off from right down the line. You weak on your swing, but you gonna do with a real iron. A real good freak call that just bore your whole eye in. Matter of fact, a hard smack will put you back in alignment. Your sight will go black, I call black enlightenment. Come crash for hope, we call it a real clash of titans. He said he don't like us, but mimics us. This idiot biting. Don't you know you uninvited permission? Ask for Aaron, we don't hear you.
Let me talk to him. Come here, man. Well, let me talk to him. Well, listen, I need mines out with the okie dope cold and in the poking nose. You wanna cuff that bitch? Yeah, I let it go. And that's the type of shit that I go. Only a leader below. Eat anything that look like food, hungry flow. You wasn't there when the pressure was jumping on. You frontin' no. Go ahead and sleep. Now we got the muscle. Oh, chill. Nah, I ain't poppin' shit. Just letting everyone know. This is EMP. We got this. Unbelievable creatures like this. If I talk, you know it's all profit. Yo, homie, you all see through. Straight stocking. I run my life to make my own options. Make them dudes change their mind. If I let off this damn rocket, big barrel shit. Shots look like fucking comics. And I don't start shit, but gotta finish the problem. What the fuck you gonna do? I already made karma. A few times, man up, yeah, I do mines. Be careful nowadays, they got to look, but they don't do crime. Just don't throw your life away. Learn in due time. Just don't throw your life away. Learn in due time.
17. Sitting on 17. I had a click, but with my up a nigga just like had a convo with mother, some real shit. I'm big white on ripping the chrome, feeling like Bronson on some death wish shit. I'm thinking though, if God got a nigga, so what? We before, if it's my time, it's my time. I've been ready to die. I politic with these niggas, give them something for the real. Know your mind and your soul, but they try to kill. But if you ain't with your heart, you hit your target for real. Talk to him. Nigga, I talk to him. Just let me talk to him. Nigga, I talk to him. Yo, this
Yes. Pulling everybody up. Welcome to Feelmore. Let's get it. Lily the Goddess, Queen Mia, Guns Blaze. Get this shit right for you. Have surely been summoned. Where y'all at? They're on the Bombo Club.
What's up, Chris?
Yeah. Gotta turn this joint down. Lily the Goddess. Queen Mia.
Be up.
Blaze.
Top
Another
song.
amazing episode. With that being said, y'all know how we do it. This is welcome to Feelmore, season 4, episode 18, where reality and culture discussed in detail. You understand? So, with that being said, I talked to my people. I had my day yesterday. Y'all need to take the floor, ladies. There you go. Introduce yourself.
Empress Mia, aka Mia Meta. For those of you who don't know me, Vice President, songwriter, artist of Brooklyn Empire Entertainment. That's who I am. That's who I be.
That's who you is.
That's who I is.
I respect it.
Yeah, me up. Lily. Yay, Mia.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Be up. It's your girl Lily the Goddess, singer, rap artist, songwriter, film director, film producer, anything in film, anything in entertainment. That's what I do. It's what I do. If it has to do with creating something, making art, that I'm all up in there.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Go Guns. You got nothing to say.
And I be your boy Gunblaze, the lava child, keep his shit hot. Never need a spatula, never. That burn shit. Hot tracks, wake up out my sleep doing shit, working on a movie with a lot of y'all niggas in it, cause y'all part of my life, so y'all in that shit. Mia starring Mia, Lily the goddess starring Lily the goddess, and man starring man. But you know, I'm here for you.
Let's get it. Let's get it, guys.
So I hope everybody had a good week. Mine was all right. I'm gonna leave it in the past.
Right.
You know, this week it seemed like people woke up at work, wherever, with their prime objective was to try to mess up my energy.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Yeah,
I
see,
do
that's not
believe
gonna
they
happen.
woke up with that on their mind. How can I try to mess with this girl's day? But like I said, that's in the past. It's a new day.
Good.
So I want to touch on today with being present, really being present in your life. Most of us, and when I say this, I say it to myself as well. We spend so much time on our phones, on social media. And granted, some people, you know, their job requires them to be online more than others. But when I say being present, I mean when you're off of work and that downtime, even if your job is working on the computers or whatever, or on your phone all day, there has to be balance in your life. And a lot of us don't have that balance. And like I said, I'm talking to me as well. I mean, think about it. How many of us can say, can you even go a day without being on your phone, scrolling social media platforms? Some of y'all can't go a day. I really think y'all end up in a mental institution, like start twitching and thinking and stuff just without being on your phone. You literally cannot even drive from point A to point B without looking around and seeing the majority of people on their phones, and half of them not even waiting until they get to a red light. They just gotta see what's going on Facebook while they driving, because it ain't gonna be there later on. They gotta see it right then. They scared they gonna miss somebody's drama story. And I say that to say there is so much going on in the world right now more than ever. Hold your families, your significant others, your children, your parents. Hold them close. Spend time with them. And when I say spending time with them, I miss the days when you didn't have cell phones and you would actually have to talk to one another. Go out the house and go out to dinner, you know, date nights, and you really listen to each other. And I don't mean listening while you scrolling, which most of us do, and I'm guilty of it too. I can be talking to you. I can't remember the last time me and my husband went to a restaurant and sat down and ate, and we both didn't have our phones. And we have good conversations. We talking, but you talking and you looking at your phone, and you hear just enough to every now and then throw a word.
Gotta let it go.
All right, and you're not, and you're not really listening to them or embracing the moment, the now. So many of us are missing out on precious memories with our families because we so hooked to them damn phones. Half the time you don't even know what the person is saying. I ain't gonna lie. And everybody know my husband can talk. So that, you know, sometimes I zone out and I'm just like, throw out a little every now and then. I'm like, I really don't even know. If he asks me right now what he's talking about, I try to hold on to like a couple little things just so I can have something to say back. But we not.
Right.
I'm guilty of that. Or watching a movie, some good quality time. We watching a movie, and if I look down at my phone or whatever, and I might don't let me hit TikTok and start scrolling because now I'm not gonna remember hardly anything that happened during the movie, and I'm just not in the moment. Like these memories that you create with real life people you can touch and that you actually truly love and care for. You can't get them moments back. You know, when I see so many people when the person passes, they're wishing they just had that one more moment.
I think.
You know, and I'm wanting to say, don't be at my funeral crying if you couldn't give me the attention
Right.
while I'm here. Don't be crying later on saying, "Oh, I wish I had her here one more day. Oh, Mia, I miss her." So I don't want to hear none of that because so much time is being thrown away. And like I said, I don't think it's anybody out here that can say they would be willing to go a week with no cell phones.
Shit. I do. I try. Well,
What was we doing before cell phones, people?
yeah. If you gonna go
What were we
outside and
doing
do
before
something,
that?
go fishing or something. Find a bear.
Go fish and
Track
do
that
something with
deer.
your kids. We wondering why all these kids are out here acting a fool and doing all this crazy shit because you're not spending time with them. Half the mothers, I don't understand because I live on there and I see some people that always on social media talking about some man or boyfriend they done broke up with, all these different things. I don't even understand how people have time to sit down with their children and do their homework because some of them just waiting to hurry up and get them in the bed so they can go catch a live or something or get on somebody's podcast, which some of y'all probably doing it now up here, but we're not going to talk about that. I'm glad y'all here.
But again, it's one of those things. It's like it's too much of anything is no good. And if people could prioritize time away from the phone and just focus on the family, even dang it, just give 2 hours at least. That way you can say you did it. Start with 2 hours. That way you can say you did it. Monitor that stuff, monitor how much time you spend on the phone, how much time you spend on social media. Because again, you might, when people say, well, everything is literally on the phone. Yes, it was definitely organized as such. It was organized to where now, instead of going to a computer, turning it on, we don't even need to do that if we don't want to. We just go straight to the phone. If you want to call somebody, you go straight to the phone. If you want a video message, you go straight to it's like everything is engulfed in the phone.
And they designed it like that. That's why they make sure everybody got one.
We're now living our lives in the phone. It's all in the phone. That's life. But if we could just prioritize some time away from it, it would be more healthy. It would be it's good for your brain. It's good for everything.
It's all about balance. It's all about balance. And like I said, some people's jobs, it requires them to network constantly, but ain't no job 24 hours a day. Even you deserve a break sometime. You have to balance, especially if you're single or whatever. You can be online 24 hours a day. I hope you trying to do other things with your life. But if you got families, you have to balance. And it's not always something you always want to do. Sometimes you just rather be on the phone, on live or social media or whatever. But like I said, it's time. It's like I said, it's a crucial time right now because tomorrow definitely it's definitely not promised. We could be blown to smithereens at any given time.
Yeah, I agree. And what did happen to writing letters? I think people need to start writing some letters.
That's a good one.
But you know what? If people in a relationship, they should make time for each other. It's so important. Listen, shout out to all my couples out there. You know, I feel for y'all. What I would say is, men, please don't deny your woman some love. Cause I don't care. Some of us get kind of hungry. Please handle that. Please handle it. And it works when we get into our late 30s, early 40s. I don't care what nobody say. They hungry as hell.
Happy wife, happy life, happy girlfriend, happy life, however you want to put it. Happy significant other, whatever you want to call them.
You just make that kid purr.
Sometimes it's not always what you want to do. Sometimes you want to chill. But like I said, embrace the people that are in your life that you know love you. You know you love them. Like I said, be it your kids, your friends, real people. I mean, not saying that the people on social media is not real. But as my husband always say, I ain't never smelt y'all breath. I don't know. I don't know y'all. Granted, I've had some wonderful people online. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But like I said, make sure you also balancing your loved ones into that. Because even though it's something that you may not value and might not feel like you need, but you never know how much that person needs it. And that's why a lot of people get out in these extra affairs and different things like that. It's always because somebody was lacking in the home. And then we ready to kill somebody. I'm ready to go beat it, females up and drag them through the streets by their weave, all kind of stuff. But then you have to ask yourself, am I giving him the attention that he needs? And the same vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You can be the most loyal person in the world, but if you're not getting that one-on-one contact, do you know how it would make you feel if people want to spend more time with some people they never met in their life than you? Sometimes, I mean, that can bother a person. Or your kids, they didn't ask to be brought into this world. And I got mama, she trying to rush me in the bed halfway, helping me with my homework and shit, because she's trying to get up there and twerk online or trying to meet a man on a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, have balance in your life. And sometimes it's not about you, it's about that other person. It's about creating memories, real memories. I mean, you go on vacation nowadays, and like I said, I'm guilty. Me and my husband, we go on like little vacays and stuff. I still find myself so anxious with taking pictures and taking some videos so I can post them online when I get back. But what are you really being in the moment? Are you embracing the beauty that's all around you? You not, because you busy trying to take videos so that you can share it and get some likes. You know, like, hey, look at me, instead of really enjoying and embracing the moment. And I just wish that maybe we can start practicing that now before it's too late. And like I said, tomorrow it might already be too late. All this what we're doing right now can all be interrupted real quick and everything shut down. And the air filled with radiation and all kind of crap outside. And we can't even leave our homes anymore. We don't even have access to internet and stuff like. We can all literally be blown away. Seriously.
I agree. Why is it so hard? I guess that's the question. Why is it so hard for folks to put their phone down?
That's a good question.
Doesn't it make a person feel like they're not enough?
I don't know. I think it depends on more what type of relationship y'all really establishing for yourselves. You know what I'm saying? I think it depends on more the relationship status. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be on your phone. Just like Lily said, the reality is you got the whole world on the phone right now. The whole world is on the phone. It's very interesting. But I mean, if you come to to a state where the individual they're so engrossed with the phone to the point they start to lose
sense of priority or even self-identity, then it could definitely become unhealthy. You understand? But we got that with the TV. Nobody even look at TV no more. No wonder TVs are so cheap. Well, I need a TV for. I'll go buy me a brand new Samsung 9, 18, whatever, a brand new iPhone. I don't need no damn TV. I'll go buy me a brand new iPhone. Look at the whole TV right here. Everything I want at will. You know, so I think
you can also watch. You can watch a movie on your phone too. You can do everything on your phone.
Do everything on your phone.
And more now, they got AI for people to date on the phone. Everything's on the phone. So now people having kitchi kitchi yaya on the phone.
Because so that's why I said it depends. I mean, if I look at it as certain individuals could use that as a form of escape. They can also use it as a form of annoyance. I get annoyed with you. I'll shut you out and go onto my phone. You know what I'm saying? I dive into my phone. See, if you look at it, even when we was younger, you know what I'm saying, and we didn't have cell phones. I mean, I did. I remember when we first got the first cell phone. We got the big Motorola. The drone was about this big, like a suitcase. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really cool walking around the hood with a big ass Motorola phone, or you should have like a box. Everybody looking like you walking with a suitcase. You know what I'm saying? So it was fly to have a car that had the Motorola in it, but walking around the street with a big suitcase with a phone, it didn't look fly there. You know what I'm saying? But we had no choice but to delve into each other. You understand? No matter if it was a positive or negative thing, we didn't have no distractions except ourselves. Or on one level, you see that we crave entertainment. We crave entertainment. G City said, I don't think the new generation could survive in the 80s or the 90s because we had no social media. We had social media. It was called Channel 7, Channel 9. It was called Channel 11.
But you know what? People interacted differently at in the 80s and 90s. People interacted differently. And it did, and if it felt or seemed in any way, shape, or form that people seemed a bit more healthy psychologically, that's why, because people were interacting with each other.
Do everything else because they want to go live all day. But all right, Lil Ninja said, what about those who sit in the room all day and let their people do everything else because they want to go live all day? I don't know. They want to go live all day. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna tell you. Well, look, because what I can't do, what I find myself, what I can't do is put an ethical or moral code on it.
Right.
This is like something more civilly, not like it's a moral issue or an ethical issue.
I know where you're going with that, Mac, because it really depends on what the person is doing for a living. It really depends. But even then, we have to try to, even us entertainers have to try to find some time outdoors, go out and look at the go to the park. Even we have to monitor, this why, because you were touching on psychology, which is what hopefully we're going to get to tonight. That's why some folks, they've lost touch of reality. Now they're trying to figure out why their depression is kicking in and why they feel like they don't have, like why they feel like they're missing something. Something's missing because you're not going out there interacting with real people. You're interacting and you're relying too much on a computer, a machine.
But don't you think with that too, some people, they are not happy with themselves or their lives. So online and these different social media platforms, they have created a character of who they are. And sometimes it's easier to deal with strangers that don't really know you than to deal with those that you have to face. They know your history. They know the things, your quirks and all that stuff. You don't have to deal with that online and social media and different things. can be who you want to be.
That's right.
Hell, you don't even have to have a picture of you. You can have a made up picture of who you want to look like up there talking for you. You ain't got to even show your face. You can have your AI
unless you're naturally gorgeous like myself and Mia. What's up?
Everybody ain't able. So, and I get that, but still, you still need to live in real life. You know.
But yo, you know something? I think that you're not looking at it as real life when it actually is real life. See, the phone and the so-called the obsessive dedication to the social media thing, or just the phone itself, is nothing but a manifestation of what we've been doing for years. It just happened to be a phone this time. What's it gonna be? A robot next time? We got a robot in the house, like our robot running around. We be playing with that.
That's exactly what it's gonna be.
You think for 1 minute I'm gonna turn down the opportunity to get me a robot boyfriend? Hell yeah.
They got
robot boyfriends. They got them. They turn the chat GB. You got AIs turning the girlfriends and boyfriends to men.
Not that. No, we mean like a machine where it's like in person, like it's physical.
Yeah. Oh, you saw
they got them.
Yeah, they got them.
I know, but I've seen more of the girls. They have more of the females for the males than they have males.
Watch women be the biggest consumer. Watch women be the biggest consumer.
We will.
They might be
the biggest consumer.
They might be the biggest consumer now, but they trying to cuddle up with them. They ain't on all over social media. The men got there looking like they going to get married to them and all this stuff. They just cuddle up with them.
If I'm missing, you know where I'm at.
Wow, it ain't gonna work, right? He's going down by satellite. It's too cloudy outside.
To me, the phone didn't do nothing but expose the world to what we already was. It just we didn't have an outlet to express it. But if you think about it, like even many people going through states of depression, anxiety, those type of things. The social media becomes a safe haven for interaction. You ever wondered why you can go up on Jerry Springer or Steve Wilkos or Maury and tell a whole bunch of shit to a whole bunch of people you never seen in your life, but you got a problem with your own brother? You ever thought about that?
Yeah.
You got to go. You got a woman that'll go there. You got a woman that'll put herself. She'll put herself on a national stage to go through 20 men for one baby father.
Oh man!
And don't have no type of feelings about that all. This is Keisha. 9th time up here trying to find our baby father. We're gonna find him.
Oh my God! No, I remember the Maury show, and that thing was popular.
I told y'all when the baby
daddy. Jerry Springer killed it. That was social media. You see, so if you look at it, man, people been saying crazy shit.
I'm ice cream in front of y'all.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No,
you enjoying it too much to say you sorry.
Well, I have to apologize. But I want to add to y'all something real quick. This is a Kit Kat ice cream. If you have not tried it, please be sure to do so. It is delicious.
Oh,
free advertising.
Free advertising. We gotta get a sponsoring deal. Yo, you see that? What did that girl do that for? What was that? She did on social media and did the singing thing for that company.
Yeah, I think she got millions. End up getting millions.
Yeah, she got they gave her like $2 million to do that. She did some type of singing shit. That shit pop.
Listen here, the Kit Kat ice cream is fabulous. It's vanilla on the outside and chocolate on the inside. Look at this. Isn't it nice? Very nice.
Oh, God.
Y'all got to
shout out to Kit Kat.
It's good.
Now I'm sitting here wanting something sweet. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Give me a break.
Ain't nothing sweet up in this house. Damn it.
This was introduced to me by Ninja. Shout out to Ninja, who has been awesome, sharing comments in the section.
Damn it, Lily.
I'm sorry.
Give me a break.
I see
You
that's
just
all
threw,
right.
me all off of what our topic was. Now
Also,
I'm just
that
sitting
is
there
on
staring at
Netflix,
staring at the ice cream like a fat girl. Damn it.
Mia, I'm sorry, Mia. I love you. No, but back on the subject, yeah, social media. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what
Again.
gets to everybody right there. The media thing.
Those ninjas said Dollar General is lit.
Oh wow.
Is lit. I think
Mm-hmm.
social media have its positive and its negative, and I think that just depends on the individual. I don't think it's a moral question. I think it's a civil issue.
So
Mm-hmm.
I really wasn't talking about the whole fact of it's nothing wrong with social media, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more talking about the balance.
Right.
The balance.
Having a balance between going outside,
You can't be
interacting
on
with
social media all the time and not enjoying life. And like I
Mm-hmm.
said before, you're gonna miss these people that you really love and that you really care about. Yeah, people get on your nerves in life. I'm not even a people person, to be honest. I can go days without people, and I'm telling you, you can put me in a remote place, someplace with just mountains and a beautiful scenery and no people. I can make it for a couple of days. Some of y'all couldn't make it for a couple of
I
days.
know that for
I
you're
don't
a
always
Taurus. I know.
so I can.
I don't know.
I know. That's a
I
Taurus.
couldn't do
I
it.
know that. You sound like my father. My dad.
I couldn't do it.
We don't people all the time.
I couldn't
But
do it.
my whole thing is just with things going the way they are now, especially try to take a little bit more time with your family and enjoying the scenery and how beautiful things are, because things could go dark and not be
Yeah.
looking so beautiful outside.
Right.
Get a chance to get out to the beaches if you're in Florida. I don't know about the rest of y'all where it's cold. But the beaches, or getting out and looking at the snow, because you're gonna miss all that.
Mm-hmm.
Stop taking stuff for granted. Stop taking people for granted. Stop taking your own life for granted. That's what I'm saying about the social media. Get some balance of spending time, quality time.
Now that right there is what I think the actual topic is.
Yes.
Outside of being with social media, it's more to the point of being appreciative of what you have now. And the reason is that what I'm picking up from you is that we are in a time right now. Even just happened yesterday. They was on a plane coming from ATL of Florida. They had to make an emergency landing. Thought there was a big threat up on the planes and all that, like the plane's about to blow up. So the thing is that we are in a time where actually nobody knows what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? These people bombed, these people bombed these people, man, and all of a sudden, the world is in an uproar. And before you realize it, even though we may not be feeling it directly, but that time that we're not giving to each other, we're gonna appreciate it if it ever get taken away.
Yes. That's the whole point. Like I said, when people die or whatever, you crying, I miss them so much. But how much time did you give them while you was here? Or while they were here? That you really gave them. And like I said, I'm not talking about sitting talking to somebody, scrolling on your phone. Start putting down your phone and just having a real conversation. Some of y'all gonna have to relearn how to do that. But it's important. And I can say, and when you've been married long as my husband has been married. Now let me tell y'all, because I'm just gonna put myself in this for a minute. Now, see, we've been married for a while, so we can do with a little bit of time apart. Probably more than a newer relationship. Because don't nobody on this, I ain't gonna say nobody, but don't nobody hardly stay online and on live as much as my husband. But that's his work. He's pushing, he's producing, we do music, we both do music. I'm just not on there like that. He's the face. And a lot of times, I think I'm probably one of the most understanding women in this whole world. Because I know some of y'all probably look like, damn, do they ever spend time together? Because this nigga, every time I turn on live, this nigga on live. But I'm good with that, you know what I'm saying? We still have our time. We still talk. But I'm not going to lie. I am a Taurus woman. So I can go maybe a whole month where y'all just see Mag all day and night. You know, when I come in, I give my hug and kiss, baby, you okay? You okay? You ready to eat or whatever? I like to go get a chance to watch the shows I want to watch. Because when Mag's in the, you know, when my husband's upstairs with me, I get forced to always watch what he want to watch. So sometimes I like to watch my girly shows. So I'm okay with having that time apart. But he'll tell you, I have my moments, and he know when some days just ain't that day. Like I'm just like, no, I can be a spoiled brat.
Basically, when Mia's hungry, Mag, you gotta handle that.
He know I can
And
be a spoiled
this
brat.
is very positive because Mia. Shout out to you, Mia. Shout out to you and Mag because I think it's very strong. It was very positive and strong for a married couple, strong, very, very strong married couple like yourselves. So anybody who try to get at any of y'all just better kick rocks because then I'm gonna be their personal security officer and I'll kick your ass. So back off. Yeah, I'm mad respect to you both. It's very strong and positive to share how you have been able to make it work because there's a lot of people out there that they're like, how do you make a relationship work? Mia, you could see it, and again with the social media, you could see, even Mag know what I'm talking about. Y'all both, even Guns over there know what I'm talking about. You could see it all over social media. People, they'll hook up, then they break up over the dumbest things. Over the dumbest things.
Oh man.
So then it's like you got to teach people how to have a relationship all over again because they're so caught up on what you said, the social media. They think, I can just find somebody else new for like what, a week? A week? Oh, I want a serious relationship. No, you don't, because you're not serious about yourself. You want a serious relationship, but you're not even serious about yourself. You don't even know who you are. How many of these people are showing these days they even know who the hell they are? You know what I'm talking about. That's why it's so many people confused. And shout out to everybody with a mental disorder, but we definitely need insane asylums back up and running.
I tell you what, right? I think that a lot of times, you know, I put it this way. If you really got that deep love for each other, the bumpy roads, the arguments, that's part of the natural rites of passage, right? But once you start to you striving harder not to tolerate one another, but to really learn one another. See, the thing is this: just because we may have opposite traits, that means that we should struggle harder to balance them. Just because we have opposite traits, we strive harder to balance them. A lot of people don't want to put that much time in.
And that's
but right now,
opposite is sexy. What's the matter with people these days? They're so stupid.
Well, a lot of people too, when they get together, people nowadays do not take the time to get to know each other first before jumping into relationships. First of all, you have to build that friendship first, because the romance, all the sex, all that hanging from the ceiling fans, all that wild stuff, that stuff fades. We still hanging from ceiling fans over here, by the way. It ain't faded yet, but that fades, and you have to. A lot of people get with people thinking they gonna change that person, so they ain't necessarily fall in love with the person that they're with. They fell in love with their potential or what you can change about them instead of embracing who they really are. You know, if they was doing like my husband, he was doing music before I met him. He was live and stuff. So what would I look like coming in and thinking that's just going to change? Now, once you get married, now you might have to say, okay, even though my first love is music and you know, Mia is, you know, second to that, you know, you still have to, once you decide to get into a marriage or a committed relationship, you are agreeing to have a little bit of balance, because don't nobody get married to not have no time with that person. Like I said, we have grown to where a little time we can be apart, but like I said, I'm a sport brat, and I'll be like, hey, some days I'm just not for it. I mean, I had a rough day and I got on my nerves at work, and all I want is to be Mag's only baby girl sometime, and everybody's Mag's baby girl. But sometimes, I might, throw my little tantrum or whatever. But
oh, me, I love you.
we are friends, but don't get it twisted. We don't, put hands, but we have our share of disagreements because we both alpha, but I submit to my alpha man, but he respects that I'm an alpha too. Mm-hmm. But we have weird, you create weird different ways that work for you how to deal with it. Like sometimes I want to kick Mag through a window, literally, because Mag got a mouth on him, and he ain't never wrong to let him tell it. And I literally,
but he like all that. He like all that, Mia.
So what we decided to do, which we got to get back to, is when we do get mad at each other, we agreed that we'll go turn the video game on and we'll fight on Street Fighter.
Oh, that's my baby.
I like to whip his ass.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll tell you what. Little Ninja said, don't let your family or your friends dictate your relationship. I'm gonna tell you something. I want to comment on that. When you saying that in family and friends dictate the relationship, I would say the first number one rule is don't tell your friend shit about your relationship. It has nothing to do with it. Now, if you confide in somebody, you should confide in somebody that's in a relationship.
In a healthy one.
A single person in a healthy relationship. And healthy doesn't mean by definition what I consider y'all being healthy. If y'all been together for 10 years and y'all been up in there kickboxing each other, that's healthy for y'all. Y'all have been there boosting it up. Y'all kicked up to a wall. She kicked me through the closet. That's the relationship. That's the way they get it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Shorty might give you the relationship. Yo, go bust that nigga upside his head and he'll get it. You know what I'm saying? He'll get it. Bust his shit open. Now they up in there fighting. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at is that we should strive to have our own tradition and culture with each other. You know what I'm saying? It don't have nothing to do with, I don't have to be a date night. I have to live a culture with you. This is what the relationship is based on. You see? So it doesn't mean I get rid of negative times, bad times, or I overreact to good times, or I'm stuck on my, no, what it means is this is who you are to me. And if you mean that much to me, then I'm going to strive to bend myself to make that happen. You see, that's where the care and the love and the consideration come from. So it depends on the character. Now, I'm going to just say with this last statement, right? In this particular era, I'm very skeptical of that opinion I gave, except to mature audiences. Notice the key word, mature audiences. You understand? And the reason I'm saying that is because in this era right now, niggas don't know who the hell they are from their toes to their neck. You understand?
Preach! Oh my God!
So this confusion level, this confusion level also starting to look like systematic bipolarism.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and speak on this whole. It's all over TikTok. I know y'all have seen it. People have these prompts, right? And when it has to do with relationships, it says something about, oh, all relationships should be 50-50. You don't dictate what everybody's relationship is supposed to look like. That's between them.
And what you mean by
that's
50?
Literally like everybody on there, they were like,
oh,
50-50, like the man goes half, the woman goes half. And I'm like, but you can't say that. I wrote every relationship is different. It's built different for a reason. It's between those two individuals. Has nothing to do with anybody else. Your relationship not supposed to look and mirror somebody else's relationship. It's supposed to be your relationship. Nobody's supposed to have the same looking relationship. It's supposed to be different for a reason. It's unique.
And even
unique.
if you kicking that up, what up, Sunshine? Be up. And even if you kicking that to that point where like you saying a relationship should be 50-50, you already put a percentage on that relationship and limited it. You limit the relationship's abilities and potential. You understand? Right. So if I would look at it and say, yo, y'all need to be giving each other 50-50. 50-50 of what? I don't want no 50% of a person.
That's a contract. You see how like the way it's said, it's like it's a contract. It's not a relationship. That's a contract.
I know. No, I know to see what I'm throwing it up is that it's like basically I'm basically saying don't give me 50 in the relationship. Give me 100%. It should be 100. And number two, I don't even think that there should be a sense of division. We are a unit.
That's right. Once you're a pair, that's it.
You understand?
You make anything work. That's it. That's it.
Yes, we think in a form of a unit. I'm an extension of you. You an extension of me. We ain't got to be sitting here arguing and beefing over finances or arguing and beefing over what's his and what's mine's and now if we functioning as a unit, then our conversation has a different type of tint to
it. I love it.
That's what y'all were saying before, as far as keeping people out your business. A lot of that stuff comes in play when you're trying to compete with the Joneses or you got your parents here. I think that's partly why we have made it as far as we have, is because I'm from Michigan, he's from New York, and we ended up in Florida. His family is in New York. My family is in Michigan pretty much. We can go visit. If they want to move a little closer, that's fine. But I think that makes a big difference, because when I hear people that if you got your whole family here, he got his whole family here, that's easier. It makes it too easy not to deal with conflict sometimes. You can't deal with each other because you can run over to mama's house and mama's going to tell you what you want to hear and comfort you. Or, you don't need that nigga no way. I told you, blah, 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 blah. When you are when you are just the two of you together, you have to deal with it. And when you said don't tell people your business, that is so important. I'm not saying don't talk to people, because people need to have people to talk to, long as you are choosing the right people to talk to. Because what happens is that you run to people talking to them, and the majority of the people, I hate to tell you, don't give a damn.
Your secret enemies. They're your secret enemies. They want to see it fall apart.
They half of them want to see you fall apart, or either they do care about you and you tell them what's going on because he was a piece of shit last night. Now y'all done made love and y'all the best friends again days later. Now you want to come together and go out and hang out with the same friends or bring them around the family. And if they do care about you and you told them that this dude was treating you like a piece of shit, and then you think that they gonna smile on his face and still accept him. People remember the shit that you tell them. So if you ran your ass over there telling them all your business, and then you think you're gonna bring that person around them and they gonna not judge them, you are sadly mistaken. And that's all your fault for running your mouth.
Yo, exactly. Something. Shout out to Angela. Yo, Angela, tell your grandson, man, I said happy birthday. From Brooklyn Empire, man. I love him. You know what I'm saying? We send a shout out to him. Happy birthday, youngin.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Many blessings.
Many blessings. Many. Be up. That's how you greet us, Bobo.
Be up. I was gonna say, I wish that this panel could confront some of these folks on these damn TikToks. Y'all would have so much fun, especially on this. I'm going to throw out another prompt. The prompt was saying, why men don't like women.
Why men don't like women.
Mm-hmm.
All right, wait, hold on. I will ask.
Guns. I swear. Yes, Mia, Mag, I swear. This one prompt said, why men don't like women. Like it says 99% of men don't like women.
That's why. Because
All
they're
right, I'm gonna
gay.
tell you.
They're
You know
like
how
women is gay.
I would answer that.
Gay.
The first thing I would answer or I would say is,
What
what
the
type of
fuck?
men are you talking about?
Right.
What men are you around?
The
See,
guys in let me tell you.
see,
Hold on. You gotta answer this. Hold on, wait. The guys in the comments saying, Mia, check this. The guys in the comment section were saying, well, because he says probably because women these days they're just hard to deal with. You know, we go to work, we come home, and then we gotta deal with the bullshit. And I'm like, well, whoa.
That's somebody gay talking right there you was listening to. That was a gay person.
wait a minute.
That whole shit was gay. All of that.
Wait a
Gay
minute.
garbage.
I gotta throw something to that.
So I'm gonna choose to be with a man because I've learned that men is even more
Right?
full of
Nah, PK. The way I would have went at that, because I sat with you niggas for 20 years. All right. The difference in New York is that we get trailer visits, you get conjugal visits. So we have women companionship, but the jail is full of men. And I watched you niggas for 20 years. So let me tell you, give you a psychological assessment of these men that you're talking about. Right? First of all, we're talking about the fake baller over here. Right? Right? We got the fake baller, we got the fake gangster. This nigga think he's Nino Brown, the other one think he's Chris Brown. Right? Now we got this other, these niggas in psychological what now? Hold on now. Right? And then we got this nigga that's 5 times bipolar. He's so bipolar, he don't remember. Yo, he's so bipolar, he don't remember what his last act did. All right. So, and then on top of that, right? Then we got the shy one who's an emotional serial killer. Right? He's an emotional serial killer, right? The charm one, the master manipulator, right? And then you got the psychosomatic one. Something's always wrong with this nigga. All right? Now, right? These dudes in this era. First of all, now let's look at this era. Now, that was just men in jail.
It's like weak sauce. It's like they weak. They're weak. What?
Now, when I come home, you niggas walking around with skirts on, tight jeans, 2 earrings,
purses,
lipstick, gloss, rouge. Right? Now, hold on now.
Rouge. He ain't heard that term in so long. Mia, hold my hand. He said rouge.
Nigga got eyeliner on. And you talk about why men don't like women. Because they like each other.
Right.
So yo, look. How you gonna like something you trying to imitate? Now, right now, watch this. I'm gonna tell you what the big problem is. You know what happened with a lot of these dudes? Why we call you niggas bitches? I'm gonna show you why. These the men that don't like women. These are these bitch niggas, right? So we're gonna talk to the bitch niggas now. Watch this, right? You know what happened? You grew up in a household with a bunch of women. So the problem with that is that your masculine aspect of yourself was actually trained in the streets, but your emotional self was trained by women. That's why you act like a bitch. This nigga got bitch-made characteristics. Why? So you don't see the masculine side in his emotional, psychological makeup. He's narcissistic. He's OCD, right? Out of this world. Right? Arguably, he ain't got no proof. The jack of all trades, master of none. With bitch female characteristics.
With rouge on.
With rouge on. Throw that in there. Put that spice on the top. Poof. See how they said poof and the smoke came up? Yay!
Remember that nigga? Yo, I can't believe it. You step on what these niggas told they'll sue you. They didn't even snitching no more. Nigga told me, he said, yo, say my name wrong and I'll sue you.
I said,
Oh
what?
my
You
God.
just run in
Yeah.
the bathroom,
Like,
bust
oh,
yourself, and tell on
man,
somebody.
you called
That's
me
what they
the
doing.
wrong pronouns. Hold on. You
Call me the
called
wrong
me the
pronoun.
wrong pronouns. Wrong
What made
pronouns.
me
I'm the
mad?
best. It's ma'am.
These niggas,
All right,
niggas
so
is
you
running in
want
the
me?
bathroom, punching themselves and
You
telling.
wanna take me to court because I don't want to accept your delusion.
Right, you don't want to play that dumb game.
Now, how did that make any sense? Yo, I'm gonna take your ass to court because you don't want to accept that I'm crazy.
Shit, we can go on, cross, get the hell on.
I'm gonna
Hell
sue you
on.
because you
I
don't
see
want to
you, Angela.
bring me back to the mental health.
I got too much other
It,
shit to do.
Something is wrong. So when we talk about these men that don't like women, though, let's find out why you don't like women.
Because he's
You know why you don't like women? Because one, they self-independent, even though they may have some issues, they honest, truthful. They can sustain themselves, even if they want to be a whore or a
bullshit.
hoe, they can live up to that. You can't even be a bitch nigga on a Good Friday. You can't be a bitch nigga on a Good Friday. You got good work ethics, you got some social skills. You can't even talk to a nigga.
oh my gosh.
Cause you ain't
And
He's
even
more
know.
emotional, he's emotionally
Ninja
balanced.
said something. What she said?
Then you must not like your mother. Then he don't like his mother neither. He trying to become her.
Right.
Well,
Right,
this
right,
You
right,
see what
right.
definitely
But
happened?
look
Something
at
that
it.
maybe
You
your
want
mother
to
never
his
would
mother
have
Yo,
was
what is
done.
right.
that?
So is it fair to say that 99% they have
Did
mama
y'all
issues?
ever get that movie?
Most of these niggas' mama was a man.
Baby boy?
No, I'm gonna start. No, I'm gonna start calling these type of men. I'm gonna start calling these type of men Norman Bates.
No,
Yeah,
But you know what? You
Norman
said
Bates ass nigga.
most of it, I can honestly say it ain't their fault. It was a lack of balance in their home. Like Meg said, they were
That's
raised
true.
by women.
That's true.
The father wasn't there to give them that. So what did you expect?
So
What do you
Yeah.
think
expect?
about it.
Some of them,
Remember,
they were set up. They were set up to be however, whatever you
remember.
call it.
And
Fail.
look,
They were
remember.
set up to fail.
Look, remember the movie? And look, what was the movie called? It was called Psycho. Think about it. Look what the movie was called. The
Oh
movie was
shit.
called Psycho.
So hold on.
The
I
movie
gotta
was
give a
called.
shout out to those. Wait, hold up, real quick. I gotta get because my friend had mentioned something like a good point. I want to give a shout out to the single mothers, myself too. Who have to have had to raise a child on their own without a father figure. However, I would say this: a child does need some sort of male representation. So for me, for my daughter, the strong male representation was my father, which is why I made him the godfather. So my daughter doesn't even call my dad grandpa; she calls him daddy. She calls him dad. And my sister and her daughters, she was married, but she got divorced because of domestic violence between the father, and he was abusive. So now it's just her and her two children. And even they call my dad daddy. They look up to him as the man, the solid male representation in their lives. Even though their mother doesn't have, that man, that significant other, they still found some type of male representation that's strong, which is my father, to be an example of who they should hope to attain, what type of male solid figure to hold. So shout out to
All
the
right, I'm
singles.
gonna tell you. I'll tell you what, right?
Definitely.
Especially with single moms, because one thing I'm not gonna say, how you say it? I'm not gonna say um, a single mother. She's just a single woman that has a child. You see, but she's single now. But the thing is this: I noticed even a phenomenon in these last 11 years I've been home, and I noticed it, but I probably couldn't put the articulation together to see what I was seeing exactly. Now, like I realized that the last 20 years, there was so many females that was being raised by their father and their mother, but more so, they took a lot from their father. And then I seen a lot of males that had the mother and the father, but he clinged more to his mother. Now, yo, do y'all remember Baby Boy? Remember
Yeah, I
when Ving
mentioned Baby
Rhames
Boy. Yep.
came out?
Yep.
Remember when Ving Rhames came out and he said, yo, you have an Oedipus complex?
Mm-hmm.
See, nobody actually knew what that meant. And he told Baby Boy, yo, you got an Oedipus complex. You want your woman, you want your mother to be your woman. Now, if you know something, right? Oedipus is in Greek mythology, Roman Greek mythology. Oedipus killed his father to be with his mother, and then killed his brother and married his sister. You see, the sister name was Electra. It was two sisters. So, but the Electra complex. If you seen a female with an Electra complex, we'd say, yo, she got a sensual attraction to her father, so she'd kill her mother. You see, so in a household, when the daughter's born, the moms and the daughter finds themselves in a conflict because of the relationship between the daughter and the father, thinking that it's looking like Electra. She's feeling left out. You see? So the thing is, a lot of dudes, I noticed in the last 20 years, a lot of dudes, yo, come, who you fuck with? Yo, I had my moms in my pops. You know, I was fucking my moms, man. I ain't fucking my pops. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Well, then, shorty, yeah, you know, my father was in my life, but her mind is well developed. Her emotions is different. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, that's very unique. So it showed me just by doing what we call empirical, how you say it? Empirical research. You know what I mean? Just look at, yo, who you was raised by. You see, who you was raised by. I had that,
So you can have two of the parents, but the child clings more to one. And and I've seen it to where the father tries to teach the son how to be strong, how to be a man. But then here comes mama saying, no, be nice. Don't do that. Sometimes moms have to be quiet and let the father do his thing.
That's the most important. That is so important. Yeah, because you're right. You can have them in the home like that, but like I said, it's a lack of balance. If you go back to how children used to be raised, the male was always the disciplinary, where mom was the softer one. But she didn't used to go against what the father say. They still stood united. Now behind closed doors, she'd be like, "You didn't have to beat my baby like that," you know. But together, they still was solidified and on the same sheet of music. Nowadays, it's just not like that. The whole structure of the family is off. Some women, they didn't even find the man that they wanted their children to be able to look up to as that man. They rushed. Sex was good. He looked good. They got married, and now you got this good looking guy there. There was no kind of role model for the children that you wanted to bring up in that relationship. So you didn't make the right choice to begin. You just end up having the babies. So you don't always have the role model. That came from.
Check this out. I'm with you on that. We're gonna get the statement 10:40. We'll go to one commercial and we're coming back. It's 10:38. But I'm with you on that. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I never seen my pops and my moms argue. But if something happened, my pops would be like, yo, go to your mother. I ain't your mercy, I'm law. Go to your mother, you want mercy. You know what I'm saying? And now the one thing I can say is that if we throw it in a context like this, look at the issue with what's her name? With Cardi. She leaves Offset, pregnant with Stephon Diggs' baby in her stomach. And he got two other women pregnant at the same time now. She comes to find out he's fucking his other baby moms. Cardi B dumps him. But now think about this now. Offset is stuck with the baby. And now the baby got 3 other siblings that they don't even know each other. So Cardi had a baby with a nigga, right? Bragged about it. And he had other two females that's bringing 2 more kids in the world. So imagine what's going to happen with these children. You know what Cardi B said? She said, I would never. Now, look how retarded this sound, yo. She said, I would never allow my daughter to hear my music. You just did a fucking show with your whole asshole out twerking and fell on the stage twice.
Yeah.
Now think about it. So your daughter's gonna raise up and knowing that you're a mom, she gonna look you up and find out you was a cold smut. I mean, just think about it. So why you gonna sit there and be so warped to say, yo, listen, I ain't gonna let my daughter listen to my music, but you're gonna do a show with your whole asshole.
Slut Mike.
I mean, think of what type of contradiction are you giving him? Are you retarded? Are you functioning properly? You know what I'm saying?
You know, when we come back to my commercial break, don't let me forget. I gotta tell you, my mom, she commented on one of the songs that I did with my cousin. I will talk about it in the commercial break.
Part retarded.
No, it was a song I didn't think she would like, and she said she liked it. And I'm like, "But mommy, we're talking about Kitty Kitty Yaya." She goes, "Yeah, but I enjoyed it." I'm like, "Oh my god."
All right. Yo, so y'all stay tuned, man. It's welcome Feelmore. Episode 18. We're going to a little commercial. We're coming right back with Lily the Goddess, Guns Blaze, Queen Nia, and yours truly, Madison Hayden. We love that y'all out here like, share, and comment. You know what I'm saying? We love the comments. Y'all got questions? Let us know. Put them in the comments. We will answer them. Share this live right now. Put your people up as late. Yeah.
Me and a man gonna make it hit. Show me we working with coming to the top 10, then I think we can get any higher. Show them what nothing in the world gonna stop what we riding with. Look at how we coming, man. They can't keep up with it. Strong to the bone, plenty vitamins stick with it. Cramming like it's finals, and I already graduated. I stay hot like fire, higher, burning fire, making music like a choir. So tell me what y'all wait for. Get to the dance floor. Step up, show me more. The music's still all through the world. We put things in motion. Check receipts, check the description. No complication. Focus on the mission. Everything's getting good and fast in a fashion.
My life real good, horse feeding me fruits. You can catch me on the highway, I'm doing 9 in the coupe. Just like the twerk, but I put on some loot. You don't have a lot of beef, I'm gonna shot at some stoops. My bar in the bar, they gonna get high in school. She pretty and cute, I'ma turn her to a mill. We think the same, she got the mind of the gold. This is Big Pepper, I got hype on the Zoom. Teach me the game, I'm a reliever on the strain. I got a new demeanor, I found me a Tina. My Asian, my black, her boom like a Tina. She smoke a lot of bud and sip a Aquafina. She creep at night, she don't want nobody seeing her. She really fine, like Biggie Bang. So get your life together, I hold a new pound. I walk this kind of around.
One time, 2 times. Yeah, beast mode. Here we go. Knows how it flows. It's smooth, like butter on a biscuit. Pockets full of money in my mind. Just focus, way I move. Watch me roll it, stop, hold it, bounce. Roll it back on them, show them how it's done. Work that snap up, that's where you from. Don't hold back on them, look back on them, throw it back on them. Show them how real one run stacks on them. Cause after the show is the after party, and after the party is the hotel live, and bees up, no die fire.
Show them what they want more. The jungle's calling all. Give it to me. It's so hard to get on this step. Take to the top, got it all on top. Come to the top, anything that is open. You see the desire, put it all off, straight to your face, so you know what's what. Straight to the spot, gonna make you jump. Nothing in the world gonna stop what we rockin' with. Look at how we coming, man. They can't keep up with it. Strong to the bone, plenty vitamins stick with it. Cramming like it's finals, and I already graduated. I stay hot like fire, higher, higher, burning fire. Making music like a fire. So tell me what y'all waiting for. Get to the dance floor. Step up, show me more. The music's still all through the world. We put things in motion.
Let's go. Yes, yes. Once again, it's on.
Can I want to give another shout out to all the parents, both the moms and the dads, everybody, because let me tell you something. People I don't want anybody to give one credit more than the other. Let me tell you why. It takes so much to be a parent, and each person is going through their own thing. And I'm not making excuses. It's a fact. I've seen so many situations. Whether you got two parents in the household, one's there more than the other, like emotionally, one's not emotionally available. Listen, think about the things that you are receiving from them, and don't calculate it as nothing, because you got a roof over your head, you got food on the table, you got clothes on your back, and they're busting their butts. Give them their flowers and cease to do so. Like she said, don't wait till a person is deceased to say so.
I want to show y'all something. This is where's that? Yes, here you go. Watch this.
Ask your question. Yeah, you got to ask me what you got questions for.
Can I ask you a question?
The hell you got to ask me, Mr. Stewiggy, the one you got the questions for. I said I got to like you. What law is there say I got to like you? Want to stand up in front of my face and ask a damn fool-ass question like that? Talking about liking somebody. Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up, goddammit. I asked you a question. What law is there to say I got to like you?
None.
All right, then. Don't you eat every day? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't you eat every day?
Yeah.
Nigga, as long as you in my house, you put a sir on the end of it when you talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You eat every day.
Yes, sir.
Got a roof over your head.
Yes, sir.
Got clothes on your back.
Yes, sir.
Why you think that is?
Because of you. Can I ask you a question?
The hell you got
Dialogue.
How come you ain't never liked me?
Like you? Who the hell said I got to like you? What law is there say I got to like you? Want to stand up in front of my face and ask a damn fool-ass question like that? Talking about liking somebody. Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up, goddammit. I asked you a question. What law is there say I got to like you?
None.
All right, then. Don't you eat every day? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't you eat every day?
Yeah.
Nigga, as long as you in my house, you put a sir on the end of it when you talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You eat every day.
Yes, sir.
Got a roof over your head.
Yes, sir.
Got clothes on your back.
Yes, sir.
Why you think that is?
Because of you.
Hell, I know it's because of me. But why do you think that is?
Because you like me.
Like you. I go out of here every morning. I bust my butt. Responsibility. A man is supposed to take care of his family. You live in my house, fill your belly with my food, put your behind on my bed because you're my son. Because I like you, because it's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you. Now let's get this straight right here and now before I go along any further. I ain't got to like you. Mr. Rand don't give me my money come payday because he like me. He you or not. You best be making sure they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Then get the hell out of my face and get on down to that A&P.
Now that's how
And
you
it
talk to your
was-
son.
It's funny. He said everything I just said. You got food in your belly, clothes on your back, roof over your head, but they're not raising them like that no more. And
They're
a
too
lot
busy
of
trying
times
to be friends now. They're trying to be friends.
that, and also there's one of the prompts that was also on TikTok. Y'all gonna like this one. Was speaking on how there's a high amount of mothers that are raising the children alone and the fathers are gone. They're absent.
According to who?
No. It's statistically it's out there, trust me. And
No,
for different reasons though. Hold on, wait. It's for different reasons. I wanted to add it's for different reasons though, which we did touch on.
I know. I'm saying I'm not being combative with the idea. What I'm trying to point out is that when you get these type of things, to make such statements as there's so many women that are raising children on their own. Okay, how many people that particular situation you know personally? You understand?
A lot.
So the thing is a lot. So you know a lot. I know this one, but I also know where households where a mother and a father is raising a child or raising children. You see, so I'm not just gonna sit there and say, okay, because first of all, listen, a bunch of serial killers came from both family houses. You understand what I'm saying? The nature of the nature of the child is not gonna be dependent, basically, of which of the parents. Because you could be raised by your grandmother, your grandfather, and they more father and mother to you than your own mother.
Right, but the prompt was they were trying to say like, the prompt was trying to suggest that that the fathers are walking out because they can't stand the mothers type stuff. I think that's what they were because they had a picture of a father walking out of the door. It wasn't like a real person. It was like one of those drawings, and then they had the mother along with the kids, and then they just had the prompt was saying something about the man could just walk out whenever he wants. Meanwhile, the wife is home by herself, stuck with the kids, having to do it all by herself, while he gets to go and disappear. So
that nigga ain't got his own crib. Nigga walking out, he going to another broad. That nigga broke. Because he could walk out, we ain't got a responsibility. She couldn't get at it. She couldn't give him the kids if you want to. You remember what was that? What's love got to do with it? Tina Turner. Remember his mom started with the two boys. Yo, here you take them. You can't do that to a nigga that's living in a garbage can. He in the shelter. Come on.
Well, a lot of these people are having these kids out of wedlock, and they got 3 full baby daddies and stuff too. So they never had the stability of of the structure being in the right format in the first place.
And I
Marriage,
think
then
it's hard to deal with the grandmother.
That part. What she said too. She said what you said, Mia, too, and then also what can you bring up her comment again? That some of them are not
Not only
just
raising
raising their
children,
yeah, they're also
they
raising
raising
their
grandchildren.
grandchildren too, because there's been a high percent of gentlemen that just don't want to the responsibility. They want to, and sometimes, you know, I've heard lots of people they comment on the, you know, wetlock, and that doesn't mean that the girl was hoeing, because she could have been taken advantage of. We've seen lots of situations where a female, she gets taken advantage of, but she keeps the child, and that's it. That's the every situation is subjective. That's why I tell people every
Yes,
situation is subjective.
yes, it is, and that's my position.
Yeah.
Because the thing is all right. First of all, I think it's gonna be hard for a 18, a 14 or 13-year-old girl to be dealing with her moms, and her moms is 25, and grandma's 40. They both in the club. You know what I'm saying? So I think that when you said it's subjective, it locks it down to the point of from which point of view that we're looking at. Are we looking at the ones that for instance, when I was talking about Cardi, right? Now she got what, 3? Offset is gone. She just got rid of Stephon Diggs. And the ball part about it, this baby is coming into a world of confusion off the back outside of the money. So there's gonna be a rich, confused baby.
Right.
And she can't do nothing
That's
about it
crazy.
because she can't keep a man. At one point, you got to look at it. People ain't saying this thing about you for the last 10 years, 15 years. It's true. This is what you do. Same thing happened with J-Lo. Where a kid at? J-Lo ain't having no kid. It's not happening. The way her mind is, yo, listen, I'm on top of the world. You see? So now I look at it like any baby that come through this womb is doomed. Doomed. It's doomed. It's look, being subjective. It's being subjective. And now it's not even that. 50 jumped out there and said, I grew up confused. Right?
Yeah, I'm saying,
Big
but
game.
it's the truth.
50 said, I grew up confused. Now listen to this. I grew up confused. My mom's kissing a girl. Right? And he had a pops. She had a man. But she was doing both, right? But he said, yo, I grew up confused. My mom's kissing a girl. Now, peep game. Now, what do you think about a child who's going to grow up and said, I got confused. I seen my pops kissing a man.
Oh, wow.
See?
Yeah.
Or we got the new thing going on right now. What is called consensual polygamy. How the daughter gonna grow up looking at her father being with 2 women? Look what we producing in this era. You think a baby gonna come out there with a right mind? And what do we consider right? Because they said it's okay as long as you don't kill nobody, gonna break the law. So do we have a moral, ethical crisis, or we just have a
Yes, we
crisis?
do. We got an all around crisis. Damn it.
Got an all-around
We got
crisis.
don't know the boys don't know the boys aren't being raised to be men, and the little girls ain't being raised to be young ladies that value their chastity.
I think men as well.
Yeah, because you know what? The same way, if a female could be a hoe, so could a dude. I'm sorry. If you stick in your sausage in every biscuit or little bun, cake, whatever you want to call it, then your ass is a hoe. And if you was a girl doing the same thing, you a hoe too.
You fit in the category of belonging to the streets, nigga.
Those are her goals.
And what I said in that round, I said, yo, this nigga dick smelling like his feet. He dirty, haven't been home in a week.
Yes, Jennifer Lopez does have kids. I forgot she has twins. I forgot.
Well, I said, yo, nigga nuts smell like his feet. He ain't been home in a week, dirty. You know,
the type of nigga you dealing with. This nigga dick smell like his feet. I mean, come on, my nigga. Niggas dirty around here. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all don't know. Just in Atlanta, just in the last 5 months,
man. Oh wow, true story.
300. This is an ATL now. You know Georgia's
No,
huge.
it's
This is
more than that.
ATL. No, this is just the 300 new cases.
Oh.
500.
ATL, Georgia.
300, 500. HIV cases. And now I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. What's so crazy about this is that you don't have to think about the 500 individuals that newly got discovered. What we got to worry about is that they leaving the state, traveling throughout. They traveling throughout the country, so they like walking, talking chemical bombs, and you will never know it.
No.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Yep. Bring it back.
The rivers and lakes. Don't go chasing waterfalls. And that I'm telling you, I seen it firsthand. I remember I went to Glenmont Job Corps, right? I was on a run. I had to get out of New York. So I went to Albany, New York. This shit like a big ass college campus. The shit was like, I was like, yo, I'm feeling this shit, right? But I didn't know that the procedures you had to go through there. And I was acting like a straight whore on the street. So I'm like, yo, the niggas like, yo, listen, man, all y'all up on this bus, we're gonna give y'all an HIV test and an STD test. Yo, listen, I swear to God, man, that shit made my knees hurt. Right? Shit made my knees hurt, son. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sitting there panicking. Yo, son, what you did? Yo, son, I done ran a couple of trains. Shit may not be right. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to find out here. Let me find out at home. You gonna tell me this?
The way he said it, the way
and they had to put us in these dorms, right? We couldn't get put into our regular dorms until the test results came. If you was HIV positive, you had to leave, right? So, because they know everybody on the campus. Everybody, yo, these dudes is young. We 17, 18, 15 niggas is fucking. We wild. We have all kind of crazy shit. So you can't be there. You got an STD, you out of there. So, yo, they got us all in this room. And they give you an envelope. Boom. Now, I knew it was real when I seen all the security surround us. We sit at the table. I'm like, oh, man. So niggas looking at each other like, yo, open your envelope, son. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to say. Right? Yo, what we heard first, you know that first step, nah, this ain't right. When you hear that, it's on the popping.
Right.
Nah, I ain't accepting none of this shit. This word of my mother. I ain't got this shit, nigga. Everybody go die. I'm like, oh man, look at this shit, man. Yo, y'all told the niggas, I said, yo, I had to use the bathroom. Let me go use the bathroom.
I think
they said they let me go use the bathroom, but they wouldn't let me take my envelope. But I got my envelope. She said negative. 2 niggas next to me had it. I was sitting there like,
hold on, pause for a second. I want to give a shout out to Mia. She looks so beautiful tonight. I just want to give a shout out to you, Mia, if you don't mind. You look very gorgeous, queen, with the bandana. You working it. And Kings, God bless you. You look amazing. I just want to give a shout out because you know what? When even if anybody feels like they on their bunny swag, like my little bonnet and everything, we still look cute.
I got that. Y'all got that UNITY. You gotta let them know. You know how to do UNITY.
Silly.
Yo, she said people will give you HIV because they mad. I'm gonna tell you something, right? There's this dude that was in Albany, New York. No, he was in Buffalo, New York. A black dude, right? And he was engaged. This is a real sad story, man. But he was engaged to his his spouse. But whatever the case may be, there was some jealousy that happened in regards to her and her friends. And the friends, like, yo, you marrying this nigga, whatever. So you know what they did to her? They beat her in the head like they was gonna give her this party, like an engagement, a pre-engagement party, whatever. They got her so drunk and laced her with GHB, knocked her out. Facts. And when they knocked her out, they got their dads in the party that had sex with her in the party.
Oh God!
And they filmed it. They filmed it.
Oh my gosh! Oh
she wakes up the next morning, don't have a clue. Right?
Oh my gosh!
This is real crazy. This story is real crazy. But she like, yo, she ain't got a clue this happened. So her homegirls tell her, yo, listen, this little marriage to this nigga right here, yo, dead that. So she like, yo, I ain't think yo, I love him. It's like, oh, really? They showed her. She's spazzing out, fighting with them and all that. Husband comes, the gay dude come home. He find him in the house. They fighting. What y'all doing? She like, yo, show him the tape. He sees the tape. What, bitch? Oh, you did this to me? They go through it, right? Long story short, 2 weeks go by. The nigga walking down the street, he falls out. Boom. He don't even know why he falls out. They rush him to the hospital. 5 days later, he find out he has HIV. Now, one of the dudes gave her HIV. You know what he did? He infected 200 women in Buffalo, New York.
Oh my gosh.
He went around intentionally in Buffalo, New York, 2018, and was fucking everything. Black, white, Latino, everything. Everybody got it.
I'm sure that's going on now with people. They say hurt people.
Be careful.
Somebody gave it to them, they feel like everybody can get it.
You know why? You know why? In a way, I can understand that sense of insanity. Because it's not like it's two ways that you will find yourself at the edge of extremity. You see? If you see a person that get locked up and they put them on death row, they letting you know the date they're gonna kill you. That's a whole different type of psyche to deal with. You see, I ain't got to sit here and think, yo, I'm gonna die one day. They told me I'm gonna die on December 3rd. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So now, if you looking at another level, somebody go to the hospital, you rather sit there and be like, yo, I probably got cancer. I probably had this type of lymphoma. I probably had an accident. I probably needed surgery. I probably needed this. I had some medical issues, but they wasn't terminal. You know what I'm saying? I can fight them. Even though I probably had breast cancer, I had to get my breast taken off. I'm still alive. That happened with Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Now you going. Now you taking it back. You taking it back.
You know what I'm saying?
On another note,
you tell somebody they got HIV, and I'm gonna end with that. But you tell somebody they got HIV, and they felt like they got cheated on at that. Imagine a rage. It's a double rage going on. First of all, and I don't even know that you might have been sexually assaulted. The way this video looked, it looked like you was involved with this. So now I'm severely, savagely mad. On top of that, and then now you got to tell me I'm about to die too. Oh, it's on. Everybody getting it. Everybody getting it.
That's one of those things. How you can't. People always quick to say what they would or wouldn't do. It's easy to say that when you ain't been in a situation. I might be pissed off too. Like shit. We then gave it to everybody too. Who knows? You don't know what you always quick to judge other people and their situations and their circumstances when you're not in it. I always tell people be very careful with doing that because your metal will get tested.
You know what's funny is
in the same situation sometimes that you judging everybody else on, and you'll be the same decision and choice that they made. The same one you condemn. So,
oh damn, Yeah, I did know somebody. This
She said
girl.
it happens every day around here. They sneak cow bleeding meds to women.
Yeah, I saw that. How I tried to be like a big sister type to her, but there was no getting through to her because she didn't have her father in her life. That's number one. Number two, her mother acted like her best friend. Her mother would dress like us. Her mother would act like more like a teen girl instead of a mother. And I thought that maybe, you know, her mom was just, you know, one of those moms that just has fashion sense. But then she was saying, my mom's got to bother, you know, borrow my clothes. And I said, well, is she behaving like your mom, though? Is she behaving? Because clothes are clothes. But is she behaving like your mom? She wasn't. I was like, and it was funny, while I was there, it was like her mom was trying to get it together and try to act like a mom. She wasn't. She was acting like just a friend, like somebody that she came and went when she wanted. She wore her daughter's clothes. And she was a beautiful lady, but she needed to act more like a mom. Now, I'm not talking about dressing. You ain't got to dress. Oh, it has nothing to do with that. It's just behavior. And she ended up, I'm getting to my point. Let me land my ship. It got to a point where, because of that absence of any positive and healthy parent figure, she ended up hooking up, and it didn't. I had no control of that because that girl had bipolar disorder, and that's very hard to combat with. She ended up hooking up with 5 dudes. Yeah, 5 dudes. She let them run a train on her. She ended up with chlamydia. I took her to the I guess it was a Walgreens to go pick up her meds. She was embarrassed, so I picked it up pretending to be her, but the guy at the desk could tell that that it was her, because her name ain't my name. And ID, it was a little bit difficult. But I tried to cover for her, and I'm like, so I gotta look like the one with the freaking STD. She was so embarrassed, and I'm like, it's fine, it's okay, nobody knows me here. So I picked up her meds, gave her medication, you know, covered for her, and unfortunately, she went and she hooked up with the same 5 dudes. The same 5 dudes she went and hooked up with again. She called me and she said, Lee, I did something. I'm like, what did you do? I hooked up with the same 5 dudes. I said, what?
She was hot.
I said, why? I said, why? What are you doing? What is driving you to be this way? What is going, are you a sex addict? Or you like, what's the problem? Well, the girl went on to being a stripper. It gets worse. She went on being a stripper. And the girl, you know what ended up happening to her in the long run? Now, her and I, we got into a fight years ago. Before she hooked up with those 5 guys, let me say this before somebody says something reckless. Before she hooked up with those 5 guys, her and I got into a fight, and she bit my arm.
Did you get tested?
Yeah, she bit my arm, and it was a big bite mark right here. And she bit my arm because I refused to go and hang out with her and 5 guys. So I guess she ended up having to entertain the 5 guys by her damn self.
Like she did.
I told her, I don't want to go. I said, listen, I don't feel comfortable going to hang out with 5 guys I don't know. And it's just you and me. I said, I just got out of a situation where I even had my boyfriend and he did not protect me, and I got taken advantage of. I'm not doing this shit. I feel like I can't even trust you because you don't got your head on straight. So she got mad at me because I refused to go out with her to hang out with these 5 dudes. And so she called me out of my name. I said, take my shirt off, because I let her wear my clothes. I said, you can take my shirt off while you at it. So I took my clothes back. She got all pissy. We got into a fight. It was very bad. Now, while we were fighting, she says, "Come on out and fight, you skinny little bitch." And I'm like, first of all, thank you for calling me skinny. Second, what the hell is wrong with you? Damn it. Yeah, I know. But in the long run, here's where the plane is going to land. Here it is. Now, hold on to your seatbelts. Hold on to your seatbelts. She's deceased now.
Wow.
I don't know. And the funny thing is, not funny. Full coño. The dog farted. I'm dog sitting. The dog passed gas. The dog passed gas. You damn dead. All right, so damn, I think we put this dog down. So what happened was after the fight, I still was trying to be there for her in some sense because I knew she wasn't all right. I was a lot younger in my days, and I was, very forgiving person. And so what I ended up doing was I pulled myself away nicely. I stopped accepting her phone calls because she was only asking me for money and asking me for things. The girl ended up becoming a stripper. I could even show you her social media. It says that she's deceased. And all these people saying, I miss you, da, da, da. And all these people that are saying they miss her, they don't look right in the mind. They look like they crackheads. They look like they're in the bad stuff. Wow. That's the kind of life that she lived. And she even has it on the profile page, way at the bottom. It says, live hard, die young. She died young.
I was going to say something like that. And it's one thing, like one of my childhood friends, and I didn't find out that she died until I came home. And I've been, we grew up together. But what's so crazy about it is that when I got in touch with her brother, like, yo, what actually happened here, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? And he said, yo, look, man, she has some type of cancer, and the medication was actually helping, her defeat the cancer, but it was fucking her body up. And so she was like, yo, listen, man, I'm gonna die on my own terms. You know what I mean? And she just stopped taking the medication. You know what I mean? So with that being said, is that even though we can see that it could be a path of certain destruction, of short destruction, maybe what's driving us to do it is somewhat impulsive or compulsive, actually. They can't help it. It was meant to happen that way. You know what I'm saying? It was meant to happen that way. I'm going to go out the way I want to go out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go out the way I want to go out. And this is why I'm going out. I just, listen, this is the life I'm living. You know what I mean? And you be like, yo, it's so crazy. I remember I was telling you, I think I said this on the show about a couple of shows ago. And I was speaking about one of my, he was an elder brother. You know what I'm saying? But every time he used to see me, I'd be jumping into something, driving off. I was living that type of lifestyle. But he looked at me one day and was like, yo, hit me up, son, when you tired. And every time he would see me, he'd be like, yo, you tired yet? Like, you get it? Because this life is not going to last long. Do you know that?
Right.
Life is not going to last. This lifestyle you living right now is not going to prosper for you. You ain't tired yet. You know what I mean? I didn't get it. I got it now. But this is something I wanted to add to y'all. There's a big difference between a person's mental age and their emotional age. It's a big difference. That's why you see certain people at certain ages and they young, but their mentality is so mature. You be like, yo, they think like adults. That's their psychological age. See, that's why it's hard to deal, especially when you're dealing with children that's starting to turn into teens. They start thinking you don't know the world and you done been through it. But their psychological age or maturity is probably what you didn't even recognize yet because you still see them as a child. That's why many of us wind up rebelling from our parents. Either we do it in the form of subliminal disrespect.
I'm gonna actually send her Facebook to you, Mia, so you can see who I'm talking about. She is deceased. It's and you can see the page just to make my point. Just to make my
That's
point.
crazy.
All you have to do is see the pictures, and you'll be like, you already know her life. That's it.
Mm.
And her mama is on her pictures and her page, and you see the mama, you can be like, oh yeah, she
No
was
wonder.
doing.
No wonder she was doing from the womb. She was doing from the womb.
Yeah.
She was doing from the womb. And this, and you know, it's like, yo, you would sit there and say, yo, I'm trying to fight with a person. Yo, what was that shit I said, Guns? I was like, yo, niggas is acting like moths. I keep trying to wave them from the fire, and they just keep diving into the fire. Because, you know, moths are drawn to a flame. They drawn to a flame. People, you have to wind up fighting people to protect them from them.
From themselves. Yeah, because I know people who before they even started stripping, I know people before they even started getting all wild and crazy. And actually one of them had said to me, well, Lelia, you know, I admire you because look how good you turned out and you went through. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I was like, I never told you the specifics or why and all that stuff. And I was like, number two, you ain't gotta do certain things because what you need to do is be appreciative of what you have. And that's what I've been, is appreciative of what I have. Now, whether or not shit follows my ass, because, you know, sometimes that happens and I got bad luck sometimes, that's different. That is not the same as a person specifically going out on purpose to look for some drama to happen. Sometimes drama come to you, but a person who can avoid the drama, please do it. Again, don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to.
Have y'all ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome?
Yeah.
You ever heard of Stockholm Syndrome?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. And that term was coined because of Patty Hearst, right? And all right, so what happened? What actually does Stockholm Syndrome mean? It means what? A person starts to sympathize with their abuser, empathize with them, and then take up the abuser's cause. They get so much, and they get so mentally warped with their abuser. See, it first starts out trying to, as a form of protection. You'll bend your will to the abuser not to harm you out of fear. But what happens is once the philosophy of the abuser starts getting into the mind, it starts to indoctrinate the captive.
That's kind of like what happened with Chris Brown, because when he was on an interview, he said that, you know, he defended his mom from his father abusing his mom. Next, you know, he became in a situation where he was
the abuser.
Yeah.
Now watch this. You see how I use Stockholm Syndrome? I'm expanding the meaning to say that a form of how this girl was living with the moms was just like a form of Stockholm Syndrome. She can't relate with nothing but abuse. This is all she relates with. You see? It's either money for me to put food in my mouth.
She can't relate to anything but partying, and she couldn't relate to anything but being wild and irresponsible, and you know, and that's what that's her downfall. It was self-sabotage to the end.
Self-sabotage. And she lived and died the way she wanted. I mean, we ain't gonna sit there and say that the way the death matter happened was something she was in agreement with. But what we will say is that if she had any idea that this can be a possibility, I don't think she took that very seriously.
Not with bipolar disorder either. With bipolar, you can't. Yeah.
But see, you got to understand, bipolarism doesn't entail personality disassociation.
Depends on the diagnosis.
You see, it depends. Bipolarism has never been associated with. Check the DMC. You said what the Diagnostic Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders. So if you look at bipolar, it would entail disassociation of personality and character. The nature of bipolarism between two is go through emotional and psychological upsets, meaning that they're in contrast or contradiction. For instance, if you find a person with type A or they got type 1A bipolarism, it's not really that bad to the point where it requires medication. What it requires is actual counseling. The individuals go through these emotional mood swings. But then when you get another individual, but if you get a person that got type 2, it's a difference because the bipolarism is entailed by a chemical imbalance in the brain.
Yeah.
So they don't forget. It's not like they don't know what they're doing. They just can't help their temperament. They can't help their temperament. The fuck away from me, man. Stop talking to me. Every time but you see,
that's exactly how she talk. That's exactly how she would talk too. That's exactly how she would speak too. Oh, I got me. I'm gonna send you her Facebook, and you're gonna know right off the bat.
Being a parent, you have to make sacrifices.
Because Mia could show you, man, and both y'all can talk about it and have fun.
I'll show them. In response to Angela's comment, I think a lot of that has to do with a lot of these people having, a lot of women anyway, having babies at a young, can you hear me? Having babies at a young age. So when you have these teenagers that grow up, you may have had her at such a young age, 16, 17. So when that young girl gets of that age, it's kind of like you living vicariously through her because you missed out on that stage of your life because you had to have a baby and some things you could not, do and enjoy. So I think, I'm not in that situation, but I would think that has a lot to do with it.
It does.
Y'all
remember when I said, the grandmother.
It does. And again, everything's subjective because I shout out to those who don't go down those rabbit holes because I could have ended up just like any of these girls, but I didn't. That's a blessing, and that's also I have to give credit to my parents how they raised me. Always putting God first. Putting God first really has saved me through anything that could have it made me end up like any of these folks. I mean, think about it. And I'm gonna say it, I was sexually harassed when I was a little baby. I was starved to death by my babysitter. She threw crackers at my face and starved me. I was and after that it affected me as a child. I had pain in the front. I had to wear diapers until I was 6, and a lot of people thought it was like a lack of maturity of the bottom. No, it was what she had done to me in my personal area that caused me trauma, and I woke up screaming. I would wake up screaming, and my family didn't know why. So when I was finally able to explain to them what took place with my babysitter, my mother went on a manhunt, but the woman had moved. And I was only from 4 and 5 years old when this happened. When I was finally able to explain to her and tell her what was done, because I was too little to put it into words what she had done, I was like 7, almost 8 years old. So the woman had moved. And then years later, I had nothing but like that's when the boyfriend that I had forsake me and let what was done be done to me. I had a boyfriend, but he didn't protect me. At one point he did, and afterwards he didn't. So, but see what I'm saying? If it was someone else, the fact that I was taken advantage of at a young age, somebody else was. We've heard people this is done to them. What do they end up doing? They end up doing it to someone else. I didn't do that. I didn't become corrupt and messed up in the head where I'm like doing it to someone else. Then I was, being taken advantage of and left for dead in the snow. In the snow. I could have spiraled down, and I'm not saying that I didn't go through a depression. I did. I just didn't. I'm glad that I didn't, that I'm still here. I'm not saying I never experienced wanting to flatline myself. I did. I experienced that, but I'm still here. It's a war, And the thing is, I was 17 at a young age. I was already asked if I wanted to abort my daughter. I said no. I don't believe in that. That's my angel. She saved my life in many ways. And I tell her that to this day. Being on my deathbed, having, everything was shutting down, my kidneys, everything. I was turning pale. They had to blow me up because I was too skinny at the time. I was only 17. I was a little, skinny thing, 108 pounds. The only thing big on me was that basketball belly. I had a basketball belly. So from the back, nobody could tell I was pregnant. I turn around, you see a big belly. So, and I got pictures to back that up. Well, so they blew me up, and the doctor says, your body don't want to be pregnant no more. I said, well, I feel fine. I made everybody laugh. I could have completely torn down, but I found a way to kind of laugh through the darkness. I found a way to just, hold on to God as like my bestest friend in the whole wide world, that he's literally watching everything that I'm doing, even at my horrible, darkest moments. And so when the doctor said, if we can only save one of you, who are we going to save? I said, you better save my daughter. At 17 years old, I was already willing to give my life for someone else to live, to survive. I didn't know her yet, but I said, you know what? I don't know her, but I feel like I know her. If I can't get to know her, and I knew my family would take her and raise her. I have a sister, I have great parents, and I have an older brother. They would love her. And my mom wanted to have the baby, but I ended up being the one to have a baby that year. So I took my daughter with me everywhere I went. I went to singing contests. I went to karaoke. My baby was right there. And people were like, oh my God, was she so tiny? She was 2 months premature, but she was strong. The only one that was dying was me. And so years later, as the years progressed, I've had gentlemen ask me, if they could court me. And I said no. Some of them were all right. But I'm going to tell you why I said no. I was too focused on my daughter. And I felt like if the person did not match my lifestyle, it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. If I didn't see this person being a stepfather to my daughter, a man, a positive male role model, I didn't want it. So I said no. I have a long list of marriage proposals, and I said no. It doesn't mean I didn't. It doesn't mean that's the thing. Some people thought that I wasn't asked. I was. I just said no. Because I'm putting somebody before myself. Now she's 21.
I commend you for that, Lily. Good for you. Because that showed a level of maturity at a young age for you. And it's sad that a lot of the young women don't think like that. You got some young women, they had these babies and they still so wrapped up in the man. So if the man go, now they neglecting the babies, and then they getting another man. And then if they have the baby by the other man that's there for the moment. So now they treating that baby good, and they just totally ready to throw the whole baby away. So kudos to you for having that mindset and that maturity at such a young age. And then look at your daughter now. You raising her. It may be by yourself, but you're doing a phenomenal job. You're a good role model for her so that she can live and grow into be a respectable young woman. And it's not many like you. So kudos to you.
Facts. I second that. And I'll tell you what, man, because I truly believe this, that I ain't gonna say I do believe it, because I'm convinced, right? That our darkest hours is actually became our golden gifts. What you got out that darkest hour was a gift nobody ever can give you. You understand? And I think this is why sometimes if people say, yo, Mag, I really love life. I love life. You understand? And why? Because now I understand that your darkest hours shaped you into who you was. Even while you was going through it, it made you the better individual. You needed some, I always wanted to tell people. A lot of times we would ask the creator or the universe, whatever you want to call them, Allah, Buddha, whatever. And we always ask for these blessings. But the problem is we try to dictate how the blessing is going to come to you. You see? My grandfather used to say a long time ago, yo, be careful about asking God for blessings because he might put some pain on you. And I never understood that. He said, be careful about asking God for blessings because he might put some pain on you. See, the reality of the matter is that what he was trying to tell me is that life is a paradox. You understand? You're going to have to walk in the mud to know how to wash your body off. You're going to have to get dirty to learn how to make soap. You need to get sick so you can learn how to heal yourself with medicine. Sometimes you need to get your feelings hurt so you can have emotional fortitude. Sometimes things need to be just proven wrong so you can be proven wrong so you can have psychological fortitude, equilibrium. A lot of people can't think properly. But a lot of these things, now watch this. I haven't committed a violent act in 9 years. Why is that? It's something I had to go through a dark era. When I realized I was going that route, I already drew a gun on that nigga already. Slap one nigga out of the chair, grab a gun on this thing. I'm chasing the nigga on the street. Oh no, I gotta get out of here. I can't live this life again. I'm gonna change this right now. See, so that you made that decision right now, and those are life-changing, life-altering, decisions that are for the greater. Now look at you. You ain't gotta sit there and talk about what kind of woman you is. Look at your daughter. Through the madness. So you can't even tell me how many times my feet been burned. Your disrespect, I'll never take personal. You understand what the fuck I done went through? Y'all niggas is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is crazy, man. So it's 11:36, y'all. Yo, we went past. Yo, listen, man. I think this talk was so much needed. I think we were supposed to get to the autism, but I think we can hit that for next Saturday. But yo, listen, for everybody out there, man, June 20th is going down, man. All right, Brooklyn Empire, UMG, we got these labels coming, man. We got some high people coming to check y'all out. And we're gonna do the barbecue so we can put some food in your stomach. And we'll be telling you about May 30th by invitation, special invitation. End on his final thoughts. Final thoughts. So we're in the atmosphere. We will be having an after party on TikTok. Is lit. So if any of y'all want to get at me, it's lit. Guns. You want to rock with a final thought? You want to start it off?
Final thoughts. Think of others than yourself before you do something stupid. That's my final thought.
I hear you. I pull up to the mic.
I said, think of others than yourself before you do something stupid, because your decision can hurt more people than just you.
Too many me first mentality people.
Yeah. Y'all want to go?
You want to go, Lee?
Oh, there's an echo. Like what? Last words?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with because so the queen can get the last words. There's there are too many people who are me first mentality. They self project instead of self reflect, and there's too much me. There's not enough love, kind of like the gospel song. Not enough love. And people it's important to gain self-awareness, because let me tell you something, like what Magnus said, what you do, you may say, well, it's my life, but what you do in your life will not just affect you, it will affect your environment, the people around you, the people who love you, the people who care about you, the people who rock with you, ride with you, etc. So no matter how you look and cut and slice the cake, you're gonna come back to that self. You're gonna come back to that point where you need to stop being so dang selfish and start thinking about other people besides yourself. That's how I'm gonna leave it.
So I just want to say, first of all, I hope everybody, during this craziness we got going on in the world, that everybody, first of all, stay aware of your surroundings and just be safe. Hold close to your loved ones. Some of y'all have to relearn how to really spend time, really actively listen and enjoy each day, because I cannot emphasize enough that tomorrow is not promised.
That part.
Love those that love you. Make memories while you can. Make say a couple of hours out the day where you were used to being always tied up with social media and the phones. Maybe just practice baby steps. Just put it down for a little while and really spend time with your loved ones, your friends, your family, your children, because you can't get that time back. And I really, honestly and truly, I don't think we got that much time left. It's just too crazy out here in the world. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Love your family, man. Love your friends. Give them that time. They deserve it, and you deserve it.
Well, I'll say this. What you said in regards to the time, I concur. On another level, 2026, I had enough of y'all bullshit. Had enough of your bullshit. And the reality of the matter for me is that I tried companionship. Commitment and loyalty is expensive. And my attention is expensive. You understand? So my support for you is expensive. You're going to earn me. I ain't playing with you. So this year, I'm not caring about you no more. At all. No. I would not lose a wink of sleep with a fart over you. So I'm only thinking about what's mine, my team, my family, the army, the unit, and we going into this 26, and we not fucking with you birds, and especially you bitch niggas. You know what I'm saying? The niggas with the bitching. Talking to you. Talking to you. Talking to you. All y'all niggas get weirdo. Tired of these weirdos. You know what I'm saying? We want to put some real people around some real people, get some real shit done, and stop dealing with these fake mustache niggas. I'm tired of it. All right? Getting tired of it. So with that being said, on this note, my last statement, listen, man, this social media thing, it's a great tool. It's a great art. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the creators. But for all of you weirdos, shout out to you too, because I need some of y'all. Y'all just stupid enough to support a nigga. I can use stupidity. All right? So, you know what I'm saying? I need some of you weirdos.
There's a purpose for everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for the weirdos. I got a spot for you. It's a market for you, son. I got you. You know what I'm saying? We can use everybody.
Give me the body. I need the organ.
You know what I mean? 2026, we call it the expansion. We can use some of you weirdos for this expansion because y'all just stupid like that. Why not?
Can I say one more thing before we end?
Yeah.
Everybody out there, those of you that's tuned in, those of you that may be catching it later, if you know of any topics that you would like us to expound on, whatever, Feel free to hit any one of us up on the panel. We would love to, get your input as to what type of content that you would like to hear. Please make sure you bring in your friends up, or just people if you're sharing the live and sharing the podcast and everything, so we can build this thing. And we would really like to dig into some real topics. I think tonight was excellent. But yeah, we would really love to hear your feedback as to what topics. And like I said, hit any of us up on any of our platforms or whatever, and just say, hey, just send the name of the topic or whatever, and we definitely will try to.
And what's up, where everybody interjecting with you, like where everybody even because when you bring up those topics, and that's a good thing that it is if it's pre-prepared. Like if you come and let us know what topics, we can pull the articles up. We can pull the articles up. We can pull the news clips up. We can pull all this up. You know what I'm saying? And make this very interesting, so we can give you some reference points on what we're talking about. You know what I mean? You just ain't got a whole bunch of people up here freestyling on issues that sound logical. We can show you our reasoning by putting up these articles and educating people with this type of information. Now, y'all know me. I'm funny, so sometimes I got a dark sense of humor. You know what I mean? So understand that. But
that's right. And shout out to everybody that was tuning in. Shout out to Ninja, Angela, Jay. Shout out to everybody.
Yo, we're gonna give y'all a full round of applause, man. Y'all get a full round of applause for everybody to pull up tonight, man.
If you enjoyed it, make sure you share it. Subscribe to the page.
Y'all did a hell of a job, man. And with that being said, yo, this is Welcome to Feelmore. We got the after party. Pull up on TikTok. Y'all know what it is, man. Be up.
Be up.
Be up.
The greasy, Brooklyn Empire, slum. AKA to the greasy, Brooklyn Empire, slugs, dumb butts and knots, gutters. I sputter, apply. I spun the Glock to get cuts from chopping. I'm chopping, I fuck up your block. I get hyped from clapping, I shoot up your house. I'm knee deep, you figure, we street niggas. Slugs, dumb butts and knots, gutters. I sputter, apply. Nigga, come and spot a Glock. I get guts from shopping. I fuck up your block. Fuck up your block. I fuck up your block.
My self-worth is equivalent to the breasts my sons take. Priceless, selling it growing fast. Show them the better things in life despite my past. I was an awkward kid that hated the spotlight. When it shined, I hid. Lived on ocean, I needed a bridge to connect to my friends. I know niggas that had killed for the thrill. Ran through a mill but never seen a bill in their life. The top lock seen a lie. I get the chills when I drive through like the streets is made of ice. War and peace, nigga, run up on me, I'll blow up your knees. You talking like you don't want your teeth. A stand-up nigga that don't need a seat. Niggas is low-key vegans, you don't want the beef. I'm way too far in this rap shit. Amputees, I can't be reached. I dialed in, that niggas round circles like a rotary. Need a certified stamp from the notary just to get permission to notice me. Recognize me like I look familiar. I stand here with Bill with you, but I got an appointment to buy a building. Death by murder in the pot. I'm making a killing. Season it with a couple.
Fuck up every figure, we street niggas. Slums, gun butts, and knots. Gutters, I sputter plot. Nigga, come and sputter Glock. I get guts with shot, now fuck up your block. Fuck up your block. Now fuck up your block.
It ain't fair how I'm gonna scare these idiots like Ric Flair in the air soaring. They got boring, more the same, from fire to a lane. It's too much pain, sucking shame. I wanna change, maybe my name. Get a hammer, get mad at you clapping. Clappers turn rapper, factor, men grow for matter of fact. The nigga I boast, the fact that I'm sad and clad in polo. I hate men and low blows, they weak. They did the streets run by logo, the same logo fraud they can't afford. Awards for the hopeless, loafers they call me. Whores they blow me in the halls. Stare in my eyes, stare in my balls. All fear wolf hoods on. Goods are stalked until fed. It sounded like the Walking Dead. But the chain on his hand had the money blow off his head. That's bread, love will help me get feds tip. I doubt I got clout. They know who did it. I don't spit. I throw up, show up at the kid. I got 2/5, 2 sick niggas. Asking where your kids, where that nigga live, where your wife, where your life ain't shit. Sorta, mine's too true. I ride for a quarter. I stab you for a burner. I hurt you through a murder. I think I learned nothing. I'm tired of these niggas frontin'. Nigga, I'm coming. Man, Damien.
This is an MB13 production.
We in the streets every day, we sin and we pray, trying to find a way to survive, even though we wild. We think about our fam all the time, need to find a way to make it right. We in the streets every day, we sin and we pray, trying to find a way to survive, even though we wild. We think about our fam all the time, need to find a way to make it right.
That ain't nothing but the truth. Facts. Gotta do what you gotta do. Kids are forever and my mother gotta move. All I need is bud and a fresh pair of shoes. I'm nowhere next to lose, lost already, dog. Only choice improved. I make my own, so why bend the rules? I'm trying to bend the blues. Dead presidents, all up in my pockets irrelevant. Better cop you some land instead of copping all the liquor so you could be the man. I can give a damn. Better buy you some water and buy Pampers for your daughter. Fresh to death, but can't pay bail. Said that was your brother, but he not living as well. Loyalty test, man, you fail. You late like mail, in the back like tail. Your mind too frail, you not a survivor. Reach for the sky, we going higher.
We in the streets every day, we sin and we pray, trying to find a way to survive, even though we wild. We think about our fam all the time, need to find a way to make it right. We in the streets every day, we sin and we pray, trying to find a way to survive, even though we wild. We think about our fam all the time, need to find a way to make it right.
My family had me thinking my anger towards them was insanity. This man in me questioned me, distressing me. The fights and the arguments took the best of me. It led me to the streets. Everybody I see is a fiend, either for green or tan. What happened to that white man? Aight, man, I done had enough. Dudes I robbed, I snuff. I grew up in the park. I like them kids, but they ain't have no heart. They never got locked, it made me suspicious. Women telling everything the game is being played. They want me to be a victim. In a New York minute, I stick you. I'm from Flatbush, Brownsville, Brooklyn, AKA Brooklyn. I got socks over my shoes, I'll shoot you in flight. My death to my family, if you're real
We in the
right.
streets every day, we sin and we pray, trying to find a way to survive. Even though we wild, we think about our fam all the time. Need to find a way to make it right. We in the streets every day, we sin and we pray, trying to find a way to survive. Even though we wild, we think about our fam all the time. Need to find a way to make it right. Need to find a way to make it right. Need to find a way.
If people don't like it, yeah. If people don't like it, I run New York. We run New York. I run New York.
Yo, I bore my shame when my eyes got shallow. I did a lot of I draw on my shadow. I struggle with the pain, but the pills can't handle. Cause I don't trust nobody, my shotty power handle. I have visions in my dreams of black and red phantom. They know that I'm greedy, I'ma rob the whole Hamptons. Yeah, that was my lick, cause I ain't giving up cause I'ma stay rich, as long as she need a fix. A bunch of kisses and hugs, as long as I got drugs. She'll point out a fan, she'll show me the plug. My lust more than life, I think she fell in love. Live life to the edge, get drunk with a thug. Take a 40 to the head, fill a 40 with some slugs. I'ma drink my life away, catch me drunk in the tub. For F what you thought, now we really run New York. It's a rock and a hard place, make a left on the floor.
From Michigan to New York, I'm still practicing blood sport. I need them birds for support because there's more work. So pockets don't get short. A whole bird, a fourth of a key to atheists. This ain't no time for no one acting shady. Or that'll be you on the other end of a 38 for special in the Idaho potato. A few words and let it blow. This ain't a game. I stay in my lane handling things. I will let it rain on you lanes that don't have a clue to this thing. It ain't money over everything. I spread knowledge being spread by college grads who addicted to the ad, making petty cash, going back to the past, disrupting your future. Why settle for small cash when there's mad money out here, bruh? Why settle for small cash when there's mad money out here, bruh? Straight up. Real.
We run New York.